Yo, it's JSF. But I know the combat catches happen or whatever, and they do their own little breakdown. But I like doing these type of videos because I feel like there's a lot in these combat casts that they don't say, or that they don't like go into detail about because they're on like a time crunch. So I'm gonna watch this Rambo combat cast. I've seen it already, but I'm gonna watch it like in slow mo and go over some of the things like they say but don't show, or show but don't say, or like don't really explain, but basically the implications of what these moves can do. Like, because some of these things, like you hear, you go, wait a minute, hold up. But anyway, if y'all like these type of videos, please subscribe to the channel. Still trying to get it to 1,000 subs. But anyway, let's get to this video. Rambo Combat Cast is slow mo, so if it sounds a little off, that's why. So look, what is this? Looks like a jab string, right here. I don't know if that's special cancelable or not. It doesn't look like it has a gap in it at all. So if that's a jab string, that probably won't be bad. Like, especially like the way Kano gets popped up here. Sometimes you can do combo after, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can special cancel it. It varies with characters. But like if you can get something after that, that'd be really good. Yeah. Rambo's got a knife. Down two looks okay. They don't look amazing. I mean, like it's Rambo. He's got a knife, but looks okay. That looks like it would be a mid. This looks like it might be a better anti-air than his down two. Honestly, this maybe not, maybe not. But this definitely looks like a mid, and that looks like you can probably. Uh. Oh wow. Nah, you can probably combo off that in the corner. That looks like you can combo off it in the corner. He has a meterless launcher, 18%, no meter whatsoever. That's really good. Um, they also said, well, Stephanie said, Rambo has a lot of quick mids, so I'm guessing like this. Rambo looks like to me, he looks like a mix between like Aaron Black, like Jax, maybe a little bit of Kano in there. Like he looks like they kind of designed him similar to those characters. Like when you see this kick string, it looks exactly like Jax's 9 frame mid string. It looks exactly the same. It looks like they damn near repurposed the animation. It looks just like Jax 4-3. So what if Rambo has a 9 frame mid? That would be crazy. Because he doesn't. Rambo doesn't have long range buttons, right? He doesn't have that kind of crazy like long range in his normals. So they probably gave him really fast mids. That that must be an overhead. Here's what I'm thinking. That ender right there must be an overhead because then they do the other ender. No, that's the same one. That's the same. The overhead. This one must be a high. That kick. I feel like that kick would be like a high, but like if you duck it, you can go for the overhead. That's how NetherRealm designs a lot of their strings. That's just what I'm thinking. And then the drop kick, which thank God this drop kick has no range, because it's they gave him the same Aaron Black nonsense, but his drop kick has no range. His will probably be safe though, or close to safe is what I'd imagine. If you land two of them, crush and blow, you know. Yeah, overhead drop kick, back throw, cool animation. You don't really get Oki after his back throw. So like you're not like close enough to like pressure after his back throw. But it looks like you have significant advantage though. Nah, it's probably normal. Yeah. His throw, crush and blow for fourth throw is interesting, dude. Like they didn't go over they talked about it, but there's his fourth throw crush and blow is nuts. And as you can see, throws do 13% now, universally. if he hasn't been hit or jumped in 10 seconds. They didn't want to say it, but Rambo's a fucking keep away character. He is. They didn't want to say it. They're like, oh, he's just guns, guns, zoning, zoning. But he's a zoning character. He looks to me, he looks like a keep away character. Like that's what he looks like to me. But this crushing blow looks super interesting, right? Because look, it does 10% plus DOT. Look at the health. Look at the health. It does DOT. And you get a, they said you get a combo off of it. What? This is about to be some spawn shit. Like, you zone somebody out for 10 seconds, and then you throw them before you get hit. Fam. You get, look at his health still going down. Look at that. How much damage does that throw do? It looks like it does, like, probably 16, 17% just off the throw, and then you can combo off of it, which I think that throw crushing blow will lead to some high damage combos. I just think it will. This short hop attack was busted as hell. Look at the range on this shit. It's like some Fujin shit. Look. Oh damn, I gotta go frame by frame. Hold up. Because I keep pausing and YouTube's taking forever. So look at the range of the bow. Look how far the bow is. I know Kano isn't that far when he hits Kano. But like if you look at where the bow lands, it literally goes behind Kano. The range on that shit looks absurd. The range on that looks crazy. Just pointing that out. I don't care about. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the talking and get more to the game. Even though they say, even though they say some things in the talking, I want to just get more to the gameplay. All right. The bow stance, which we were aware of. We were aware of the bow stance, but apparently it's not a stance with like a bunch of options. It's just like you can hold the bow, you can shoot an arrow, you can shoot 3 arrows, and you can put it away. Like it's more like Aaron Black's rifle, basically. Kind of what I said in the trailer when I first saw it. It's just like Aaron Black's rifle. Except that they don't seem to mention, they didn't mention like a finite amount of arrows, right? So you can probably just do it forever. But it seems like other than that, like you have unlimited arrows, but other than that, it seems just like Aaron Black's rifle. But you can't like duck with it, I don't think, unless they just didn't show it. I like how his knife goes away when he pulls out the bow.
Up to 3. You can let it go.
But the thing is, look at the projectile. If they don't, I know it's a high projectile, but the thing about this is everybody's going to be able to low profile this. Everybody. Look how high the arrow is. I know you can barely see the arrow, but look when he shoots the arrow. Look how high up he is. Just look at where his arm is, where the bow is. Look how high that is. Fucking hell, man. I got to do frame by frame. I hate this. But if you look at, it reminds me a lot of Joker's projectile. Joker's back forward 1, his gunshot. How it's just a really, really high projectile. Like, look how high the arrow is. You can get under that. Any character in the game can low profile this. So I think this is going to be a pretty shitty projectile, to be honest. I think it'll be good for hitting people who jump a lot. But as far as grounded opponents, I don't think you're ever going to hit anybody. I don't think you're ever going to be able to do that in the block string. Like, I don't think this projectile is going to be very good at all. But that's a lot of damage, though. That's a nice little chunk up there. This shit, the tripwire. This shit is going to be fucked up. This is why he's going to be a keep away character, because of this move right here. Yeah, none of the bow stuff costs meter. There's a close and a far version, and it's a low. Yeah, crux of his space control. It's really fast. You're not supposed to be able to react to it. It's supposed to be really fast. You're supposed to have to just be aware of it at all times. So, like, if Rambo's full screen, just know you can get hit. And it gives a knockdown. So, like, this is like an anti-zoning move, honestly. Because if anybody's trying to zone him out or keep away, you play keep away, and Rambo wants to get in, this tripwire is going to knock you down every time, like, without meter. So he'll be able to cover ground.
And it's low. It pretty much forces the opponent to walk in slowly.
Yeah, it forces them to either walk in slow or
jump.
try to jump, and then you can hit him with an arrow. But
Yeah.
that's when the log trap comes in or whatever. I forgot this part. The screen really froze for the combat cast. So his slide is interesting. His slide looks exactly like Aaron Black's slide to me. The animation is not exactly the same, but it's very similar. How it's like kind of a standing startup run into a slide instead of it's not like Sub Zero's where he immediately crouches extremely low and slides extremely fast. Like Rambo's slide, it's probably like 20 frames or something. Like it's not that fast, right? Um, it looks to be more like Aaron Black's like a Sub Zero slide. So like I'm not as worried about his slide as I was when I first saw it. I thought it was gonna be like some Fujin shit, but Fujin's is way worse. His is different. It's more comparable to Aaron Black's than anything. Like you see how he didn't like tuck his head down and get really low into the end. Like that'll be important because he's not gonna just go under a hell of projectiles all the time with this move, which is really like it's gonna be good to fight against Rambo and like he wants to be able to slide under everything like Sub Zero can or like Fujin can. I was not trying to deal with another one of
You
those.
do it from really far by holding forward.
EX,
You
boom.
actually roll backwards by holding back after, even on block.
So I don't know if y'all caught this part, what Stephanie just said. So after the
There's no
slide,
other fight that does more
after the slide, how he rolls back, right, like right there. Apparently, you can do that on block too. I think this is fucking broken as hell. You should like if this slide is a low slide, obviously it should be unsafe. It doesn't look incredibly fast or whatever, but it should be unsafe. You shouldn't be able to roll back after. But that's the thing. Apparently, even on block, if you block the slide, he can roll backwards, so it makes it harder to punish. So I need to see the frame data on this shit. I need to see the frame data on this.
low if he does it.
Crush and blow if you do EX slide 3 times like Sub Zero.
Very similar to how Sub-Zero moves by slide.
Back though.
So I think this move's pretty good for advance.
That string is special cancelable after the second hit, which is really important.
And you want to go
Boom!
decent for 50-50. It's like you could use that with this drop kick. It's an overhead low mix up.
So is his drop kick a special move? Or no, I think it's a normal. It's probably a normal. But she probably meant in neutral you can do raw slider drop kick like Aaron Black. But his drop kick doesn't have range. That bug eating move is interesting, but I don't think it's in a competitive variation. So, you know. Like when they talk about it, they're like, "Oh, we just wanted to show this move off. We thought it was cool." But because this isn't, because that's not variation one yet. That's just base moveset, right?
That's incredible.
Sorry, it was loading for some reason.
Um,
There we go. Here we go. Variation one. Yeah, so that bug eating move, I don't even think is in a competitive variation at all. So this move is Hunter Predator and it tracks. That's the important thing. I don't know if you guys caught that. This move actually tracks. You don't gotta guess where they at or nothing. It tracks. I just want to know if this is a low. Like I want to know if this is a low. It might be a mid though. It might be a mid.
There's no closer far. It knows where the opponent is. Pretty quick.
Like that's a good move. Look how long. Wow. I mean, well, I have it in slow mo. So hold on one second. I want to see in real time how long they're hanging for. Like, well, when you EX it, I want to.
So the first thing is we get this triple eye. And this is just
Okay, yeah, that's normal.
simple combo.
EX.
There's no closer.
Hmm.
It knows where the opponent is. Pretty quick.
That's a long time. That's a long time. That is. It's not like Sub Zero Ice Ball a long time, but like, if you catch somebody from half screen, you can dash in and get a combo off of that for sure. That's what I was trying to look at. I wanted to see how long they hang in the air for. So, like, say you're getting zoned out and somebody's full screen and you do that, that's your wire fucking Hunter Predator thing, and you catch them hanging, you EX it, you can get in basically completely. So, I think Rambo's going to be like a counter, like an anti zoner, counter zoner who can, he looks like he's going to be good. All these characters look good, man. Rambo looks like he's going to be broken as hell.
And this is one of the main ways to get
His
damage.
movement looks good. Oh yeah, then we gotta look at the crawl. I don't really need slow mo for the crawl.
The crawl, which
He has a swipe out of it, which is
absolutely
probably a low.
a low
Could
stance. Yeah,
it could be a mid, but that could be a low too.
quick slag. Then you have to grab. This is actually like a grab. If they're blocking, it'll hit them.
An actual grab and then a parry.
And the parry's neat because it parries lows, mids, and highs.
Parries lows, mids, and highs, which is very interesting. I would have loved to see it parry a high, because how would a high not whiff over him? I'm very interested in that. Well, I guess he kind of props up a bit.
The opponent tries to hit him out of it. He lands on the parry it. And then the parry and the throw have the crushing blow. If he crawls long enough.
Yeah, if he crawls long enough. So this is interesting. The parry and the throw have a crushing blow, but it's one crushing blow, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can get two different ones. I think they're the same crushing blow. Because if you look at the animation, that's on the grab, but if you look at the parry, it's the same thing, right? It's the same animation. So I think it's just one crushing blow for both of those moves. As you can see, right? He's going to stab him, punch him. Yeah, same thing. So that's probably just one crushing blow. And then cool conversations. Yeah, let's get to variation 2. The motherfucking M60. This is like I'm telling you, Rambo's gonna be a keep away character, bro. He's gonna be a fucking spammer. Not a spammer, but he's gonna be a character that's hard to hit. Like he's gonna be able to hit. This is why I think he looks good. Like he's gonna suffer in the mid range a little bit, but he has something. Like where RoboCop doesn't have anything in the mid range at all, Rambo has that slide or the combat roll. Like in that, we're good to that. This is why I think if Rambo's mids are like 9-10 frames, and if they are, he's gonna be good just because of inherent natural strike throw mix and shit like that.
Very
10 hits, bro. That's important. That's important. For chip outs and shit like that. Look. It looks like it goes full screen. No, it does go full screen. EX. 24 hits. Like last breath. All of that. You're getting chipped out, bro. Rambo is chipping you out. EX M60. Yeah. And that's like his standard projectile. This is broken as hell. It's not, but it is. But like, cause like, let me just show it in real time real quick, just so y'all understand what I'm talking about. This is like, she even says, this is a very fast projectile, right? It's like a normal, this is like his fireball. Like, how much slower is that than like a regular fucking fireball in this game? Except that his goes full screen. And it knocks down, by the way. Oh, his character, man. His character.
This is a very fast projectile. It's like a stream of bullets.
Very fast projectile. Claymore, the mine, it don't cost no type of meter to put it out. This is Aaron Black's Dynamite, too. It's Aaron Black's Dynamite for sure. That's definitely what it is. It's just a better version of Aaron Black's Dynamite. But this is the set play. Yeah, it can kill him, yeah. Which is funny. Oh, it has to take a second to like to get going or whatever. I don't know shit about bombs, man. Sorry. An invisible claymore, bruh. That's gonna be some shit when you get somebody in a corner, you get a knockdown, backdash, it's an EX mine. Like imagine he has a string where he's hella advantage on hit, right? He knocks you down in the corner, he backdashes into EX Claymore, and it's invisible. Good fucking luck, bro. Good fucking luck. Because mind you, he can put out you know what I would do if I was Rambo? This is just me talking about some gameplay of how this would go. Knock you down in the corner, EX Claymore, backdash, another EX Claymore, and then just start doing the traps. Or no, pull out the M60s on you. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. But it can hit him, which is cool, I guess. But this variation looks like
So there's fun stuff.
if he doesn't lose any of his moves, like say he still has a slide or whatever, he still has the tripwires, like yeah. But I don't think he has a real launcher in this variation. Besides, like Claymore can launch, but he has that one string that launches. I don't think he has a special move that launches, if I'm not mistaken.
You can put it down. Let it sit there for a while.
Literally
Set up, and then
shoots him into it.
forget about it. They get popped out.
I wonder how long that Claymore stays for. Like, does it explode after a certain amount of time, or will it wait, or will it stay there until somebody hits it? Like that'll be interesting too. I don't know shit about bombs, so I can't tell you. Log trap. Oh, he has log trap in this variation. Wow.
And lastly, his tripwire is replaced by this log.
Okay, tripwire is replaced by log trap, so he won't have tripwire in this variation. Okay, he does lose tripwire, but he gets log trap.
Pretty much the log. His tripwire
One,
is replaced by this log trap. And it's
two.
pretty much the opposite.
But then she said you got to hit 3 in a row to get the crushing blow.
It covers the
So
air.
maybe she had easy crushing blows on because the second one, which was EX.
Also awesome for
Oh, the regular version is just a. It's not a full. See how it's just like a little ball.
it's also
The EX version is the whole log, I guess.
it's replaced by this blade. His tripwire
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the EX version is a whole log, but the regular version is just like a stump. It's like a small block.
ground
Okay.
covers the air. It'll still hit when it was standing.
Rocket Raccoon.
For an
This shit is literally log trap. It's crazy.
So this is like if you're fighting an opponent that won't.
This is like completely set up set play. This is completely set play. This variation. What you want to do is you want to get a knockdown. You want to set up a claymore. The other thing is, can you set up more than one claymore? Can you set up 2? Can you set up 3? I would do 2 EX claymores at the same time and then log trap you to death. And you know what I mean? Log trap M60. But it's important. We need to know if the log trap is a high or a mid. I don't believe they say it. You know. But that's important to know.
Just gonna forget about it. They get popped out. And then lastly, his tripwire is replaced by this log trap, and it's pretty much the opposite of it. Instead of covering the ground, it covers the air. It'll still hit when it was standing, but it's also awesome for anti-air. So this is like if you're fighting,
Yeah.
stop jumping.
Yeah, they don't say if it's a mid or a high though. I think it's a mid, but if it's a high, you can just duck it. That would kind of suck. Cause like if the M60 is a high and that's a high too, you can just duck everything but the claymore.
An M6
But the M60 looks pretty low. Like look how low that is to the ground. Like, that looks like I mean it's probably a high, but
variation 2.
you know it could be a mid. You don't know.
Instead of cover, can't ask.
All right, that's variation 2,
Wants to
which variation 2 looks good. The only thing that concerns me about variation 2 is no launcher, but the set play looks like it'll be crazy with that variation. Like that's the Sonic Fox variation.
I think he would
Let's get to V3.
love these animations. So this one,
Oh, it's one where he gets the grabs. Okay, I haven't rewatched this yet, so I want to actually pay attention to this part.
So this one is like a grab.
1-1 grab.
He gets a couple of the strings get grab under us,
Yeah.
and they are actual grabs. Like if you're
So his grabs, like she's just saying, these are real grabs. So if you're blocking, if he whiffs 2 buttons into the grab, it's a real grab. Now I don't know if they'll tick throw, like you can do the whole string on block and grab, but it'll be interesting. He's definitely gonna have some tick throws though. Like there are gonna be certain strings where if I do the string into the grab, you gotta jump out of it. Those are, I guarantee there's gonna be at least 1 or 2 of those.
this one is a hit, but it is like a restand.
And he gets to restand.
And then this one is a hit, but it is like a restand. So you can end your combo with it, and you'll be standing.
So it's a combo into restand. Damn, it does really good damage.
Then he gets a command grab.
Yeah, command grab.
The cool thing is when he amplifies it, you can choose which way to throw you. And it has a crushing blow for punishing a wake up roll.
A wake up roll, yeah.
So So let's see.
That's cool. That's normal.
You don't want to deal with setups. You roll. And oops.
So don't roll against command grab Rambo.
Which is really harsh for trying to roll out of the way.
What was that, 30%? Oh, 32% for command grab.
Which is really harsh for trying to roll out of the way.
For a punish, too. It's pretty good. I don't know what this is. Oh, the combat roll. Forgot about this move. I actually want to see this in slow-mo. I do.
Oh, that's right.
Look how far this roll goes. Holy shit.
Unfortunately, forgot what I was saying.
Look how far that went. In his side switch. He's gonna, like, look at Rambo back up. He's gonna back up, backdash. Look at the distance right here. This shit goes full screen damn near. This is like 80% of the screen. 70%. Look at that. But it's probably like the wake up roll thing where if where you would land is where they're standing, you'll go past them instead of before them. It's probably that. But
Oh, that's right.
the knife swipe,
That roll.
the
70% block.
I wonder if the knife swipe is safe though. I hope it's not because he can cancel it. Like I hope the knife swipe is unsafe on block just because he can cancel it and do other things. And I think he has other options as well. Block string.
Almost sort of like reptile's elbow from Ultimate
You can go for the overhead right there. That's an actual overhead you had to block. You can cancel it and go into a grab.
And then
But it costs defensive meter.
You can do this quick slice. You can do a really fast overhead if he amplifies it. Or you can just cancel.
Yeah. Counter hit or punt. Counter hit. Crush and blow. Oh, what happened?
And
Look at that, and you get a combo after, a standing combo after.
really,
Let's look at this a little bit in slow mo. You might be able to get a jump in off of this. Honestly, you might be able to.
or you can just cancel it. And it's
I think you can get a jump in off of that. I think you can honestly get a off this crush and blow. This is actually a good crush and blow requirement too, because you can cancel this. You can go for an overhead or something, and if they're trying to mash out of it, they will get clapped.
just cancel it.
They will get clapped. And look at all the advantage you got.
Really, really quick, and it can be kind of hard to deal with.
2 hits, and that was 20% unbreakable damage. You could probably get like, because remember Rambo has a meterless launcher, right? So you can go. They didn't show his armor breaker. I wonder what his armor breaker is. They didn't show it. But if you get this crushing blow, right? You get this crushing blow, and you have him in a standing state. You can probably jump in, go into his string that launches, and you could probably get some big damage off of this. That's just what I'm guessing. That's what it looks like to me.
So you can like go through it, stop, do kind of freeze up like a deer in headlights and it throws you. You can just do the slash. If the slash count, okay, I can't.
Yeah, it's shit in the background. It's funny.
Keep canceling it. You keep going for throws, jump over, is looping it or whatever, and the opponent's had enough. And you're like, all right, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack you out of it. Then you actually do the slash and you get the crushing blow.
And I think that's a good explanation of a crushing blow. Like this is something I'm like, okay, NetherRealm, I like that. That makes a lot of sense. You have the option, you cancel it and go for a grab, you cancel it and go for another string. They get tired of you canceling it, and then you just go for the swipe and then they get clapped. Or they just mash all the time and they get clapped. Or you react to them doing something and you combat roll, clap. You know, shit like that. I think that's a really good crushing blow requirement. I think variation 3 looks interesting, but I wish the combat rule was in a different variation. Because I don't love command grab characters. That's a me personal thing. But I don't think that variation will. I don't know. I would need to see what moves replace other moves. But to me, variation 1 and 2 look the most interesting. Because variation 1 is the one with the EX tripwire, no? No, yeah, that's base form Rambo. Variation 1 has the predator trap, is what I mean by EX tripwire. I don't know why I said it like that, but variation 2 is like set play. So I think those two variations just look strong. Like I don't think I would want to pick a different one. But I guess you always have the bow and arrow and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to look at Rambo a little bit and a little more like in slow mo and I guess a little bit more in depth. because I know that they showed Rambo and explained some things, but there are a lot of things that they didn't go into detail on, and like just things that I think will happen with this character once he comes out. Like I think the invisible Claymore thing is gonna be really good. I think that move is just a way better version of Man Black's Dynamite. It looks like it has less startup. It looks like it has like you can make it invisible. Like that's automatically makes it better. You can literally put it down. And Rambo's a better zoning character than Aaron Black, right? So like, granted, Aaron Black has the acid and the rifle, but once the rifle's gone, the rifle's gone. Rambo can literally put the claymore down, then get to zoning you, get to shooting you, get to log trapping you for jumping. So like, it's if you try to jump over it, you can get log trapped. Like I think that variation is going to be scary. Variation 2 might be his best if you can optimize it. Variation 1, I think, will be the good starting point. Variation 3 will be more like for the people who want that. I want the tick throws, I want the command grab, I want the combat roll. For like people who just want that different style of play. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Rambo. I think he looks really good. Obviously, I need to see his frame data, but I think he looks really good. I think Rain looks really good. Molina's probably going to look broken as hell, too. It's only natural. But if these characters all look this good, some characters that are in the game now need to get buffed. Like, and I can't wait for them to talk about balance because the way they've made all these characters so far, they look really good. Rain looks really good. I'm sure Molina will look good, but if that would just like make more really good characters and push some other characters out, like characters who have needed buffs. So hopefully they buff all the other characters that need buffs. Buff Frost, she's the worst character in the game. You know, you can there's a few other characters that need some buffs, but yeah. Other than that, man, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said at the beginning, if y'all like this type of content, please subscribe. I'll do the same thing when Molina comes out. I'll play this game long enough to at least do guides and breakdowns of every character when they do come out. I'll probably play it for another month. If I hate it, I'll stop. If I like it, I'll keep playing it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I am gone.